Okay.
This one as well.
All right, I'm going to do a triple snap.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Comics Plus, what is going... One more time.
One more time.
Comics Plus, what is going on?
You got him. You got him good. You got him good.
Comics Plus, what is going on? My name is Akasan, joined here by a little bit in Japan, his beautiful wife, Chika Shika. You can check her out on Instagram. And of course, as you know, returning again, DC Sun.
What's up, Super Crew? Good to see you again.
You guys already know a lot about DC Sun. How you been?
Yeah.
Long time no?
Long time no see.
Last time I
Yeah,
think I
good
saw
to
you
see.
was another Disney show, actually. Or was it
Miss
Star
Marvel?
Wars? Maybe it's Miss Marvel. If not that,
then Obi-Wan. Yeah.
So you're back,
One
and
and the same.
yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here for Daredevil, man. We're here for Daredevil. A little bit of Japan. Go ahead and tell them what you're all about, real quick.
So I'm based in the Kansai area in Nara with my wife, Chika Shika, hence the Nara vibes. We do a lot of IRL streams on YouTube and Twitch. Also giving you a little bit of my life here in Japan through my lens. So do a little bit of cooking streams, do a little bit of like video podcasts, but I am so down and excited to be on your channel to review some of She-Hulk and this stuff because we watch this a lot to, Netflix and chill at home.
The funniest thing is, like, we're all getting together. This is kind of a big deal. We've been streaming all day on Twitch for like 8 hours. Somebody's waiting for him in another part of the... they came all the way from Osaka to watch She-Hulk. Not saying that the show is bad. I'm not saying that, but I'm just like, damn, this is the best we could do. But it's okay. It could be worse. It could be the Bad Batch or something like that. Nevertheless, it's good. I'm just saying. Chika, you like Marvel, right? Who is your favorite Marvel character?
Thor.
The Mighty Thor. Really?
Yep.
You're supposed to grab it.
You are not worthy. Yes. So we actually did a lot of photos. Lito is building up his portfolio and everything. Chika grabbed my hammer. Another man's wife grabbed my hammer. And I didn't say no. We actually took a bunch of photos and everything. But make sure you check those out. We'll post them on Instagram later. Nevertheless, real quick, DC Sun, She-Hulk, you've been enjoying it, right?
Yeah. I've been enjoying it because it's a lighter tone than most of the other shows we have been watching recently.
Exactly.
I do think that both the actress and the She-Hulk version of the actress are really well done.
Yeah.
The CG is, everybody says it's questionable. She's hot.
Okay.
I like the way she carries her character, and she balances that comedic role as well as somewhat of a serious role.
Got it.
And then the character where she's not sure of herself, I'm actually enjoying that. Because a lot of times it's only in the first 1 or 2 episodes and then you don't hear about it again.
Right.
It's somewhat been going on throughout. I know some people are kind of tired of it, but I kind of like it. But I am hoping that the story progresses a little bit more from this point.
I think it's 8 episodes, right? Or,
I believe it's 8
something
episodes,
like that.
yeah.
So we got some more. Lito, anything you want to say about She-Hulk or your thoughts about it?
Yeah, I'm coming this from a really fresh angle. I don't know like any backstory before coming in here. Is she based on comics? I guess so. Or did they change anything around?
Okay.
I have no idea. But I really like the first couple of episodes where we see her origin story, and she's with her cousin Bruce Banner, and that kind of banter. See what I did there? The banter. Okay. Anyways, that kind of stuff was really cool. I think the CG was less apparent there, but once you put it in front of like other real people, it doesn't. I feel like it kind of stands out a wee bit.
No, yeah, definitely. And Chika Shika, do you want to be She-Hulk? Nanitai, do you want to be She-Hulk? Do you want that power? Transform, get big and green? Is that cool?
I think so.
Sometimes.
Not the green.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Sometimes
want to.
okay.
When do you want to? When he makes you angry? Alright, no.
When your boss makes you angry?
Oh, for your company, maybe?
Maybe company.
Oh, so you want to Hulk out. All right. Sounds good. Guys, that's it for right now. We're going to go ahead and get into this episode, episode 6. The full reaction is available on Patreon. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share. You know all of that. Chica is shocked because she's like, oh my God, he's talking so fast. Like, this is in the 8 hours that we've been together today, she's like, he's never talked this so fast, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, my point though. Ja! Guys, the latest episode, the latest reaction to the latest episode of She-Hulk, episode 6.
Starts now.
Starts now! There you go.
From Good Place. Good Place. Now she remembers, yeah.
Love that Marvel intro.
Glitter Bomb.
Sorry.
Glitter Bomb.
That was good.
Mark Rober.
No, Jen, you don't need to bring a Luke Jacobson business date to a
Who's Lulu?
Right.
super soon.
I can care less who Lulu was.
I'm never gonna wear it.
See those legs?
Talk anymore.
I'm more amazed about how she can afford an apartment like that. North Hollywood. Like,
She's a lawyer.
that is
They
true.
make bank.
Hey!
Hello. It's those things. I'm like, yeah.
Hey!
Right here.
Oh, that's nice.
Hello.
I'm
What do
not gonna lie, it does look better on television. On the monitor.
Yeah,
it's
on the
still
computer screen, it's too jutty.
Selma Hayek!
Oh!
Just show up as regular Jen at your wedding.
Ah! What? No, like, I guess.
What?
The
the
scene
fuck?
ended with a hug.
Reboot his memory. I've never
These
seen that
smart
before.
TVs aren't that smart.
They aren't that
No,
smart.
they're not smart.
Or they're smart enough to reboot.
They're like,
Okay.
They're telling each other on a
Okay.
connected system. Watch their reaction.
Right?
Okay, you said Selma Hayek when that girl showed up.
Right.
And in the last episode with Wong, the girl who was the assistant. Oh, wow. The girl who was assistant, didn't she give you Scarlet Witch vibes?
Yes.
Like the way she looked?
Yeah, well, not the assistant. The one they kept calling Wongers.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
She did
Is
look
that on
good.
purpose?
Yes. I don't
All right, we're
know.
coming back. We're coming
Like-
back.
I was just like, is that
Actually, let me just rewind it a little bit.
right?
Right, you're not Elizabeth Olsen.
Right?
But you're funny.
Yeah.
That's true.
She
A lot
she
of
was
people
hot.
saying she's a variant.
Oh, she's a variant.
Yeah.
She was hot.
Okay, nobody talk.
All right.
Promise me, Jen. Promise? I promise. I will just show up as regular Jen at your wedding.
The CG looks really good here.
I think that's the one they worked on the best.
This, yeah, it looks very realistic.
Let me get this straight.
Right.
Are you saying that instead of having a conversation with
right.
your wife, you kill yourself to get out of the relationship?
I don't kill myself. I'm immortal.
No, I'm not sure who I should worry about in the government because he does it every single time.
He's gonna jump out the window.
After any of the
Yeah.
switching ideas.
Nice call. Nice call.
Downside
That was
about
dark.
that, he hit a car.
Right.
Oh,
No!
You. I love that you never make any effort at all.
What are you doing here?
Oh, so this is how her blood is gonna get spilled because she's not supposed to transform, and so somebody's gonna be able to get her DNA.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm pretending I didn't hear any of that just in case it's in the episode.
Sorry, it's just like you know that's been the whole thing. Is
Mister,
her
I
blood.
don't like spoilers.
Yeah. It wasn't a spoiler. It's an assumption. I could be wrong.
You and Chica are really good at actually.
I mean, Thor could show up. I mean,
My plan was to strike up a very normal conversation with a beautiful woman stuffing her face with candy nuts.
what? Smooth.
I'm very good at sticking to my plan.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Is that cool? Is that a nice pickup line?
Uh,
Beautiful woman stuffing her nuts.
the good
Okay.
fun.
Total strange. Okay. I think so. You think so?
My friend sent me a link to a video posted on that site, Intelligentsia.
The one for hateful man babies?
Yep, that's the
Wow, I see
one.
what
This
they're
man
doing. I
walked
see what
into a
they're
busy-
doing.
Just had to resuscitate him this morning.
Jonathan. Of course.
She's marrying a dog?
No.
You don't use the word
Hey, he was about to jump again.
Yo, what's going on,
Johnny Depp?
people?
Ezra Miller?
It's your boy, DJ
Sisto?
Incredible Hulk!
Where are ya?
Bruce.
Trying to get a hold of you for weeks or months or days or whatever.
Alright.
Let it out, babe.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
Tatiana.
no. Oh!
We got a wedding for
Oh! Oh, snap. Her tooth? Oh, snap.
Oh, you think this is funny? Are you showing your 11 followers on Instagram?
Oh, her whole grill's gone.
You go. And I'm taking this.
The pew pew pews at the end. Nice, nice.
This is... What? What is this? Mal, how do we kill She-Hulk? This is dark.
Whoa.
We gotta talk to Jen. Nikki, they're just trolls.
Any attention at all gives them what they want. Jen is better off.
Wow, they're really on the
Let her
nose
live
with
her
this
life.
shit.
It's called intelligentsia, and it's all of these like memes and death threats, okay?
Hello, Tim.
Wait, what? What the hell?
Bruce is watching.
Here we go. So again, here we go again.
That's it?
There's gonna be a end credit scene.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope so.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, this one is based on the comics.
Oh, cool.
And that's it. Yep. Oh god.
What?
That's it.
Oh, Chico was sleeping.
Yeah.
That's a good review right there. That's a good review right there.
So, all right, so there you have it, guys. Wake up, wake up, wake up. So there you have it, guys.
Chico
There's
Hulk.
the latest exciting episode, stupendous episode of the MCU, She-Hulk, best episode ever. So intense, so amazing. God, top tier television.
You know it's intense when I can see you peeking out my microphone.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. That was a weird one.
Damn.
Yeah.
This happens sometimes. This occasionally happens. Like I have people come over, and we have a whole little party. We do a bunch of things, and it's like, okay, time to do this reaction. It's just like
You know what that is?
balance.
Oh.
It really is. It is.
Yeah.
Balance is
This
just-
episode was created to create balance in the falls.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
I feel like it served its purpose, but it wasn't intent on anything story within the MCU. I think this is more of just her trying to decide on what she wants to do with her personal life on the Jen side, because the entire focus has been about She-Hulk for the past, 4 episodes? So this one's like, well, I just want to be appreciated on this side too, because everyone asked for the other side of me. And it's just her trying to decide what's important for her, but also how people see her. Do they see one, the other, or both? And I guess Josh, I'm still in the ropes about him. Right. Because they could do that.
I'm pretty sure
they could do that Frozen thing, and he's the linchpin. That's actually he's a bad guy, not good.
Yeah, I'm totally sure that he's an agent for that group.
That group, and basically they end up doing something horrible to get her blood, like you mentioned. Maybe it's the leader, because he'll be there.
She's fighting so hard to stay awake right now.
Right.
She's like, ego musakashi, man.
Yeah, it does make you sleepy.
No, it was good. I will say that she looked better in this episode in both forms than she has in the past 2 or 3 episodes. So maybe it's because they got the CG and stuff more fine-tuned by this point within the series.
But not just that, Jennifer looked really good.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like, I never noticed that she had like some crazy
I've
going
noticed
in.
since the first episode.
Oh, really?
Some beautiful teeth. It's something I pay attention.
She's
It's
cute.
weird. I pay attention to that when I'm
You're a chief.
watching certain. No, it's just I've noticed that because depending on the type of feature you're watching, country-wise, it's a really big focus in some and not as important in others, unless it's a specific character. So that character has to have teeth that look like this. Otherwise, natural is fine, and natural could be anything. So seeing that, it's like she has like literal perfect teeth on both rows, and it's kind of rare to see outside of films. You don't see it as much in TV shows unless it's a specific person. But this being a comic book character, it's kind of interesting. It's like, oh, they really want to make sure.
They also hit really hard on the whole. She's like, yeah. She understands all. They also hit on the whole notes. Like I thought it was kind of weird that they went that hard into, meaning they already knew that they were going to get a lot of hate for the show. But I'm surprised they went that hard into actually making a canon MCU She-Hulk website, a hate site. And people planning to kill her and things like that.
But it also kind of makes sense because look at the features and things that have come up before that.
Yeah.
And when you have main characters like, say, Captain Marvel, considering that it made a lot of money,
that's true.
She caught a lot of hate.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's like we're listening to all of you, not just the fans that like this over here, but even the fans that tend to be a little bit toxic. And this is how we're going to deal with it in this medium, and they just hint at it, and it's like, hey, look, we see what's being said by people, but we don't agree with it.
Right. Well,
but this is what's being said, and it should be handled differently.
But isn't that like almost like poking the bear in some sense? And like it's like, okay, now that they acknowledge that there's these like
poking the bear, or just acknowledging that it seems to be a recent issue, but they're not shying away from it. Because that's how it kind of feels.
I guess, but it kind of almost feels like that's encouraging them to do it even more, I guess.
But even if they do, they're still talking about it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, and like I also feel like some of the hate, like we were talking about this earlier, about one of the reasons I'm not even that interested in Rings of Power is because of the fact that there's so much hate around it that I'm just like, well, I'll just watch it on my own time. I don't even want to put it publicly out there when I watch it. But I wonder if, like, I often think that they actually put that into consideration, like DC was saying. They actually make that part of their marketing plan.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you hate us? Well, thank you for advertising for us. So it's really
because
interesting.
you look at it, it is free advertisement. It's cheaper. And also it's like, we're going to include everything. So you can't say, well, they're never, made for us.
That's a good point.
Fans, it's made for everybody. Lovers and haters.
Lito, anything else you want to add real quick?
I felt like a lot of people might feel disappointed with this because of the last episode's after credit scene, where everybody's like thinking, oh, we're going to see something big from, said other Marvel superhero person. And if people have that expectation with this, they're like, what? I didn't sign up for this kind of thing. But at the same time, it feels like a deviation from the main storyline. There was stuff enjoyable there. I mean,
yeah.
But I can see them not going in that direction immediately after, because that's what they've been doing.
Yeah.
They give you a hint at a character. They're not going to give you the character the very next episode. It's like, maybe there needs to be more. They're always about build-up.
Yeah,
so,
they're building up to it. The impression I got from this episode was a little bit different from the norm. A bit of a deeper dive into Jen's side.
Yeah.
And then I guess, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Not a build-up, but a setup. A setup for the next big episode, right?
Which is why I feel the same as you, where the Josh character, it's almost like too good to be true.
Right.
All at one time.
Right.
It's like, something's up about you.
Yeah, that was weird.
And literally because of that movie Frozen. Yeah, I don't trust nobody.
That's it.
So he thinks that the guy is like Hans. But Anato Yukinojo. Hans. It's good, then change.
本当に悪いけど、普通の見た目はすごいかっこいい。Like Gaston. But no, actually I can't say it because Gaston we knew
it was that.
No, it's definitely Hans.
Definitely Hans. That's why I don't trust none of them no more.
I see.
Chica, anything you want to say about the episode at all?
What you saw?
Yeah.
What you saw?
So exciting.
Yeah, until then.
This episode is so.
Right, I agree.
Other episodes.
Were better.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. What was the best, so far, the best episode of She-Hulk?
Oh man, that's a tough
Is that right? I'm trying to even remember. Like,
やっぱり最初でのファイティングしたとこ
Yeah.
ろ、ハルクと。
yeah. Oh, the first episode.
That's what the first.
Yeah.
Hulk versus She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First or second, yeah. That was kind of fun. Yeah.
That was the best episode you liked, yeah.
The last episode was interesting though, with like all the whole legal battle with Tatiana and that stuff.
I thought that was pretty good. Yeah,
I thought it was
liked that
interesting.
I liked how the witnesses that were on the stand were talking about their interactions with her, and the one that I enjoyed the most out of all of them is the one guy that went on the date with her.
Right.
He came back home and and the next day he saw her as Jen. He was
I
like,
would say that
because that was very real.
Real.
And I say it's very real because you know you have people that go out on a date and you know maybe something happens, and the next morning you realize the person isn't who they were the night before.
Right, right.
So then it's like,
walk of shame.
And it's the walk of shame.
That's
But it was nice to see from the opposite perspective. Because usually when they have that situation on television, it's always, you know, from a woman's point of view, talking about the guy and how he treated her. In this case, it was the opposite. It was, that's kind of interesting.
I think it's a tie for me between the Wong episode of like the fake magician or whatever, and then the Meg the Stallion. That Meg the Stallion part was so good.
Yeah.
Like,
that was a good episode.
She's like, ha!
Yeah.
But the previous episode felt more like a centric She-Hulk episode with the lawyer stuff, with her going out on dates, and then with dealing with. Was that the Meg? That was the Meg the Stallion episode, where the Wong one was good, but it was kind of. You were leaning on the support of another heavy MCU character. So I would say more of a centric She-Hulk episode was the Meg the Stallion episode. Better. With the impersonators.
That and maybe the last episode.
See, I thought the last episode dragged a lot with the fake Avengers bootleg stuff and like
Avengers.
So I'll say this: the last episode, at least the last half of that episode, felt a lot like the first half of this one.
Fair enough. Overall, I'm having fun. I'm sorry that this was our big group reaction episode.
It's all good.
So next week it'll be really serious and dark.
Yeah, it was probably one of the best episodes. Right? Everybody's gonna be in tears.
Right.
I wish everybody was here, but oh well.
Oh wow.
Oh well, guys, make sure, as usual, make sure you check out DC Sun.
Thank you.
Sooner or later, you'll have something.
Worst
else.
case scenario, check me out on Insta.
Instagram.
I actually do occasionally post on TikTok, but I'm going to be stopping soon.
He got that big contract,
Well, no, it's just because I'm just hearing too many things that aren't going well and too many people getting hacked. So I'm like, maybe I'll take a break.
Yeah.
So instead, you can find him on Cameo instead.
You can find me on the gram, and yes, you can find me on Cameo. So if you have anything coming up,
birthday shout-outs,
anniversaries, good luck, messages you'd like, because I've actually gotten some of those for people who are getting their driver's license and such, please. Check me out on Cameo, and I'll have it to you within 24 to 48 hours of the request.
There you go.
All right, guys. Thank you for having us on the show. It's an honor and a privilege to meet both of you and be on here. A Little Bit of Japan. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, all on A Little Bit of Japan. And next we got Chika. How can they find you? YouTube?
Instagram.
Or Instagram at Check Out Chika.
Check out
What is the Instagram?
Instagram what? Check Out Chika.
Oh, it's literally called Check
Out
Chika.
So you gotta check out Chika
You
on
gotta
Instagram.
hold the thing and you gotta say for Asgard.
For Asgard. For Asgard, you think? For Asgard. Yeah, not for as.
For Asgard! For Midgard.
You know, that fit really well with the Avengers.
For Asgard!
Good job. Guys, full reaction available on Patreon. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. You know the deal, all of that. I'll see you once again, probably solo, for the next episode. The next episode of She-Hulk. Peace, y'all. Bye.
Peace.